Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, Smishek's Custom Baits. Rick Smishek here. Today I'm going to be making core shop bait with a 5 1/4 inch stick bait mold. Odds are we're going to get a couple of baits that have a dent or two. Well, usually just one. Usually they'll only dent one time. But we'll be shooting this mold twice. Once for the outer color, and the second time to do the inner color. Okay. Now, when you put the rods in the mold like this, and the rods take up roughly half the gate, well, you're going to get some denting issues, right? You can minimize the denting issues by adding salt to the outer shell, and that helps. And I might, I'm not going to do that today. But then you should, but it won't change how that bait fishes. I was considering putting some salt in the shell today. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that next week. We'll do another example next week of the same thing, and then we'll all get to see whether the salt helps or not. How's that? And we'll put it in the same playlist. But for today, I'm going to use this lime truce on the outer shell, and then this Florida grape, which I haven't used before. I have no idea what shade of purple this is. And then in the outer shell, I'm going to put in some. I'm going to put in some glitter. I haven't exactly decided yet, but when we get there, we'll figure it out. All right? Let me get finished cooking the plastisol, getting it ready, and then I'll move over the camera and we'll start adding some color. Okay, so we have the mold ready. I've already lubed the rods that are in there, and I'm going to go ahead and close it up real quick and finish getting it ready. All right, there we go. This is the nuts are nice and tight, and now it's time for one of our favorite parts. Let's go ahead and add some lime truce, lime truce. Now, I have several of these colors. I have a char lime, a neo lime, this lime truce. So yeah, I gotta make sure I'm saying the right one here. All right, now this, got a little bit on the desk on the bench here. Now this outer color, I don't want it to be too opaque, but I also don't want it to be too translucent. So we're going to start with just a little bit, because we can always add more, but you just can't take it back out. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Looking at it like this, through the cup like that, you know what? I think that. Holy crap, we might have that already. Okay, so I'm liking that already. I guess maybe I got that right the first time for a change. I want the bait to have a little bit of flash, just to help attract the fish. So I'm going to use some 008 silver holographic, and just for a little bit of texture, a little bit of something different, I'm also going to use this black. Black goes really, really well with chartreuse and its variants. So I'm grab my trusty spoon, and we're not going to put a ton. This is only half a cup. So we're not going to put a ton in there, okay? Clean off the spoon, close up my silver. If you spill the glitter, it's just a terrible mess, okay? Now I'm going to use, a little over half a teaspoon of the black, okay? All right, we'll set that back aside. Now we'll go ahead and mix this. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Let me check the temperature on this stuff. Well, I just put a big glob in there too. So the outer shell needs to be. We're going to shoot that between 310 and 325. Probably as close to 310 as we can get it in that neighborhood. We might even go just a touch lower than that. Oh yeah, see now we're getting chunks now. Okay, that has to be reheated. The reason for that is because as the plastisol cools, it shrinks and it draws on the sprue through the gate for more hot plastic. Well, if we get it cooler, it won't have to cool down and shrink as much inside the mold. So hopefully that will help prevent some of the denting, some of the dimples that we get. All right, let's go ahead and make this grape real quick. This Florida grape. See what it looks like. Now this one I want it dark, so I'm going to just let's put a little extra in there. I want it nice and solid, the color for the core. Let's go ahead and stir it up. And this I'm going to have to. Oh wow, look at that. Get it mixed in good. Wow, I like that. That might be my favorite shade of purple that I have so far. That's a really nice color, and I think it's going to be dark enough, opaque enough to make a nice core. All right, here we go. Well, now I'm not going to add any glitter to the core, but we are going to have to shoot the core fairly hot. So let me go ahead and check the temperature on the shell material. Let's see where we're at. Oh, we're at 321, 318, 3. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the core material back in. Okay, and then we're just going to mix this. If you mix like this or with your knife, whatever stirring up that you have, it helps cool the plastisol down really quick. Okay, so we're at 315. Wow, we're showing just under 310 already. So I'm going to go ahead, and since I'm going to pour this into the ejector, I'm going to go ahead and put the other glove on. Let's get the mold over. Okay, and now this here's ready to go. Okay, ejector's full. All right, we're ready to shoot. I'm not going to move over this time. Okay, now we're going to fill it really quick, relatively quickly anyways, and I'm going to hold for 15 to 20 seconds here to help ensure that as that plastic cools, that the hot plastic, essentially in this case, is getting forced into the cavities to help prevent those dents. All right, that's probably good enough there. If we're going to dent, we're going to dent. It's already happened probably. And look at that, we just had enough plastisol to make this happen. Okay, let's go ahead and pull this other stuff out and check the temperature. It's not hot enough yet. I can tell that already. We're at 318, 320. Okay, let's go another 30 seconds on that. And give it just a minute here, and then we'll open the mold. All right, let's go ahead and open up the mold and see what we've got. This is actually my 4th time opening this mold this morning. We've had errors galore. All right, set that aside. Now let's hope this is the. Oh wow, look at this. See, look, there's a dent right there, big one too. And this was well within temperature that we were told to shoot for the instructions. So as you can see, it's oh look, there's another one. Okay, that's 2 out of 3 cavities so far. But this is just something that's going to happen. If you're using this mold, you just need to understand that, and also understand that this issue will be less. And we'll see it next week. See, here's another one, right there. Okay, this issue will happen less often and less severely when you add salt to this outside core. Just going to pull these. Good, finish pulling those 2 out. All right. Now, yeah, see, that one has a dent. Right? But now the dent isn't going to affect how well these baits fish. It just isn't. It's good to make sure all these are lined. These here are lined up. The egg sacs are lined up. Okay. And look at this. We're perfect on this shot. 5 out of 5 have dents. Fantastic. All right. At least we're perfect today, right? Okay, let's go ahead and set the rods aside. Close the mold back up, and then I will finish bringing you hear the microwave barking at us again. I'll finish bringing the core plastisol back up to temperature, and then we'll do that shot. All right, we're just about ready here. I'm gonna pour the hot plastisol into the injector so I get it all. All right, now I need to move the plunger up to remove all the air. Do that real quick here. Okay. Time for the nozzle. All right, and here we go. This shot here is 350 degrees. You want it hot, nice and hot, so that it runs all the way down into those hollow cores before it cools off. All right, there we go. That should be plenty of time. Okay, and guess what time it is? It's time to pause and be right back. All right, things should be cooled off enough to where we can go ahead and open the mold. The mold itself, because I shot it several times off camera, is pretty warm. It's not so hot that I can't touch it, but it is definitely warm. Okay, now look at these. Look at these. You can see the dents, but that's okay. Oh, look at this. Look at this. See, that one did not. The core did not quite fill all the way. I wonder why. But that's the only one that it didn't. All right. Now see. Now notice. Oh, you know what? I bet that the end here wasn't open all the way, and that's why we only got the core filled just a little bit, which is fine. That's one thing I forgot. It's been a long time since I shot this mold, and that's one thing I just forgot about. But with that done, I'm just going to put this together, get it out of the way. We've got 4 baits where the cores did shoot nicely. Okay. And we've got that green with the dark center, which is really what I was going for. And I'm betting that when we hold this up to the light, you'll be able to see the purple really well. Well, except for in this one. So, how about that? Other than the dents, how about that? And next week when we shoot these, you know what? I might even use the same color with the salt, and we'll just add salt to it. I'll make a little more of the green and add some salt to it, and then we'll see how the salt affects the color of the green. If it does, and if so, how much? Because I'm going to save these. I won't go fishing with these just yet, so we'll wait until next week for that. But other than the dents that are kind of unavoidable, those look pretty darn good. Okay, well that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I enjoyed making the baits, trying something new, and next week we'll add some salt to them. And if I have to, well, I probably will have to make some more of the green. That's not a big deal. But if you want to help us out, you can. By supporting us, you can share this video. If you want to help support the channel, in a monetary fashion, there's a Patreon link in the description. Each week I'm doing videos specifically for Patreon folks over there. Because I don't have anybody yet, but I'm getting that set up. I'm getting started doing that. And you can also share the video. You can share it just like your mom and dad's taught us to. They taught us to share it. That helps support the channel. Helps gets more exposure and whatnot. You can also hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you get notifications, right? And until next time, folks, tight lines and calm waters.